see the YouTube, so we can do that.
Should I
Okay,
go to
so
the
it said
Media
we
Marketing
live.
page? Or?
Neon. Okay. Hello, hello.
Should I go to? Oops.
You say we live.
Yeah.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Hello from the other side.
Good evening, good evening.
How did you paint the title?
Um, it's not. You gotta put it in the chat first. Let me send it to you. I can't
Mm-hmm.
send it through this phone.
Oh, use the Media Marketing page, right?
Yeah.
Got a switch.
No. What? I don't know. I don't know. Hello, everybody.
Oops.
Uh,
Yes. I don't think that makes
where's
such
the
a
YouTube
publish.
channel? There we go. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Hello, everybody. Let's welcome people. I don't even know if it's coming up. So,
Let's wait on people.
maybe you can put like ask questions in the chat or something like that.
The title of the.
That's the title.
Oh.
So we're trying something new. So y'all, please bear with us. We are trying to get things going for everybody and everything. Let's see. Oh,
Oh,
hold on. I need close to them.
yeah.
Cause baby, they're gonna be like, "What's bingo? Who's bingo?" So good evening, my people.
Good evening, my people. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Uh, okay, let's figure out how to do this.
So what's going
I don't know. Okay. Rena is here. Hi, Rena. MP, the family as well. Thanks for praying for us.
on? Rena.
Okay. And there we go. I think I did it. I press PM message. Okay, there you go. So it's at the top. Okay, so tonight we'll be having a special guest. Her name is Miss Rahima, but we'll get into that. She is backstage and she is ready to join us. We will be talking about her being married to a Nigerian man. She is an African American woman. So let's bring out everybody. Please be nice to her. I know y'all could be kind of mean. Please be nice. She do be in the live, so I'm gonna bring her in. Hello. We can't hear you.
Y'all can't hear me?
Okay, we can hear you now. Okay,
Oh,
Brooklyn.
okay. Like, what do you mean you can't hear me? Okay.
How are you tonight?
I'm fine. Tired. I haven't worked all day, but I'm so glad I'm off work. So I'm free now.
Oh, can you hear clearly?
Yeah, like it's breaking up a little bit.
Oh no. So
It
comfortable.
might be us.
Let me see.
It might be yours.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's much better, right? Is it better?
Hmm.
Okay.
Can like the people watching? Can you hear? Hey, Michelle,
Michelle H. and her mosquitoes.
with the 9 lives. Okay, so I think the audio should be better now.
Yeah. Okay. So we can get started. So can you please give us your full name and location?
My name is Rahima Muhammad Ojo. My location is right now I live in Wilkesburg, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Originally from
Okay.
So you can hear.
Barely. Hold
Oh,
on 1 second. I know it's not my phone because that's the new phone. Give us 1 second, Miss Rahima. 1 second, Ma. Let me try and figure out.
why?
It's not good. Oh no, somebody said it's not good. The sound. It's muffling.
Yeah.
It might be your headphones.
Okay, you know what? Maybe I should change it. I can change it out and see if it's. I got some work headsets. Give me 1 second,
Okay.
Okay.
okay?
Okay. While she's getting that, how are you doing? How was your day? How was how did it go? What are you guys up to? Did you all make some African food? Cause I made some beans.
Don't nobody want to hear about them beans.
Because you don't like it, don't mean people don't like it.
Okay, can you hear me with these?
Oh,
Ooh,
much better.
perfecto.
Really? But now I gotta okay, I gotta turn this up. These my work headphones, but I gotta turn these things up though. Hold on, because I can't barely yeah. Say something.
Something.
I'll deal with you directly when I see you. Hmm. Now y'all sound a little low, but at least I could, I can make it. I guess I might have to make it work. No, let's
Well,
get
you
Well,
sweet.
can you try without the headphones on? Because we don't have headphones on. So maybe just regular phone. See if that works.
Like a microphone on a computer.
Yeah.
Ooh, not. They
too
kind of
technical.
old. I don't
Uh,
know.
Oh, but we can hear you real good though. Can
That's
are
all
we
right. That's
clear?
all that matters. Yeah, I just can't get don't I just can't get excited and be like laughing and be like, oh, what he say? I miss everything. It'd be gone. I'll be like, this is just not right. All right, I'm gonna try it, child. Can they hear me now?
they said way better. Can you see the
Oh,
comments or
great.
no?
Yeah, I got my comments up so I can see if somebody.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they say way better.
It's okay. Active if they want to. I'll be like, what she say? Hold on, let me just type that back. Let me type a response back real quick. Now that's just the Brooklyn side. You be like, let me calm down, bring it in. All right, go ahead now.
Okay, then can you reintroduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Rahima Muhammad Ojeli, and I live in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania now, but I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, Brooklyn has.
Hmm.
Okay, and then how did you meet your husband?
We met on a Muslim dating app. It's called Muz. I can't. It's Muzz. They changed the name on it though. I forgot the name they had when I first went on that app, but that's how we met. Because Muslims they do have their dating apps just like everybody else have.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of like searching, to get married again, and I kind of gave up on it, but my therapist was like, no, you should hang in there, you should make your intentions clear, because you meet people, not everybody's really serious about what they want to do, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm not really ready for no, I'm not trying to be friends with somebody forever. I'm looking to get married. Plain and simple. Either you can, if you step up to the plate and handle that, reach back out to me. If not, don't waste my time. And I was like, you want me
Mm-hmm.
to? And the therapist told me to say that, and I was like, just like that. She was like, no, change it to just like that. Make some prayer on it.
Yeah.
And I do pray. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was Christian before I was Muslim, so I know the words. So I was like, I'm just gonna pray on it. And I did, and he answered. It was like literally when I was gonna give up on it. I said, I'm gonna make another prayer on this. I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna change everything up, and we're gonna see what happened. And sure enough, he answered, and I was like, oh, okay, let me see what he about. And then I didn't even think like when I met him, I didn't even think about him being from Nigeria. I didn't think I was like, I'm gonna open up the, because I was like, I can date somebody here, and then I'm like, well, who? And after a while, I was like, you know what? Just open it up to whoever. If you meet somebody nice, wherever they come from, you can worry about that part later. Long as
Mm-hmm.
y'all can make that connection. I didn't even think like that. I just met him and we talking, and I'm like, and now look what happened,
Yeah.
Mm.
So how long
girl.
have you guys been married?
Mm. it be the 22nd. Matter of fact, tomorrow makes 2 years.
Oh,
Wow,
Yeah,
congratulations.
congratulations.
thank you. I was not expecting it at all. Like I to this day, when you meet somebody, the thing in your head is like, oh, I like that person. I'm in love. Oh, let's get married. Mind you, you ain't even thinking. I'm not even thinking about the distance. I'm like, okay, because I never dealt with immigration, so I'm thinking, well, you know, get married to him. It's gonna be. It didn't take me long to get my little stuff to come to see him. I'm like, okay. So I'm not
Mm-hmm.
thinking it would take this long. I was like, if I would have known this, I would have been like, "That's was hold up, wait.
Hold up, wait
Either
a
you
minute.
come in there or he come in here. I probably wouldn't have dealt with all of this, but I'm here now, so I might as well make it work. As far as the process,
Yeah.
when I
Yeah,
think
but
about it now, I could have just went there.
so quick question: how long was the talking process? How long was it before?
I say we talked on the WhatsApp for mm, about 7 to 8 months,
Oh,
every
that's
day, nonstop.
that's
Did not miss a day. Talk all the time. His family, meeting everybody. It was like an everyday thing. And then I never knew when I talked to him who I'm gonna meet. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was not ready to meet them. And you're like, oh, come meet. I'm like, wait. I wasn't really ready for that. But meeting the family and all of that. And after a while, they were
Mm-hmm.
like, when are you coming? And I'm like, let me get back to you on that. I had to go and talk to my imam at the masjid, let him know what I'm trying to do. He was like, you told me everything about him, but at some point you're gonna have to make that trip. I can only I can only give you but so much. You're gonna have to go and verify everything for yourself and see if this is really what you want to do. Once y'all decide this is what it is. So that's when I made that trip.
oh,
Yeah.
And do your family support what you got going on with your husband?
Well, no. Well, they do. I could say my children, because they're grown, they support it. They're like, okay, mommy, no problem. They met him, through the app before I made the trip. My uncle was not too pleased. He's like, I guess he wants to be like the head of the family, right? He wasn't too pleased. He was like, "Oh, they're gonna kidnap you. Oh, why you going there? They're gonna do something to you. They're gonna steal your body and sell your organs." I'm like, "This is stupidness. Please stop." I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like he was just. I mean, he even called his old girlfriend up because she's Nigerian, asking her questions about he trying to they scamming you this that. I'm like, well, what? I mean, I don't. I mean, it was just like he was negative, and he was
Mm-hmm.
the only one that I could say that was really negative. Well, no, somebody else was kind of negative, but. It didn't make me no difference because I was like, whatever, I'm gonna do what I gotta do anyway. But he was being really negative about, what I shouldn't do. I'm like, well, I am a grown woman, so I'm gonna go anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't really, and I don't think at my age I need to be asking anybody permission to do anything.
Yeah, more
You
like just
understand?
informing
I'm
you
just,
of
I'm
what
just,
I'm
I'm just, yeah,
doing.
I'm just giving you that respect. You know what I'm saying? Like I never got involved with his raggedy relationship, so why you care about mine? Anyway, I'm just saying, like, come on, like it didn't really make any sense, but that was about it. Some people had negative things to say, and it kind of blew my. I mean, only a little bit I can say from the outside. One or two people I know that they had things to say negative that didn't make sense. Cause I'm like, why do you care where he come from? Mm.
mm-hmm.
Now let me stress you straight. I let them know like, look, I've been married before, so it wasn't like I never been married. to somebody that's American. So if I marry somebody that's not, what's the big deal? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I did that,
Because
you
love is
know.
love, no
Yeah.
matter where they are.
So, and if you mad about something, then maybe you get your act together. It wasn't like we didn't go down this road before. So now I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying a different road. You mad? Then you should.
Mhm.
Then if you do what you need to do, then you wouldn't be mad. Mind this next question. You understand? That's how I treated them because I didn't think it was. It made no sense.
So did they come around now that it's been 2 years? Like, oh, okay, now I see what you were saying. I get your point of
They
view.
Yeah, they kind of came around for the most part. I think everybody's on this. Everybody's cool now. Even my uncle. Even though when I got married, I remember my husband sent a nice gift back for him, some African clothes. He got the clothes, would not even admit that he liked the outfit and had the nerve to put it on Facebook. I was like, "Oh, you in the clothes? It fits you well. You can't even tell the man thank you, This being hard to get, but I think now he
Mm-hmm.
gets along with him a little better now. After my like second trip there, he was like, "Okay, he's so cool. I mean, I call you every time I'm there. Look, I'm alive. I'm here. Everybody's cool. You see everybody. I'm all right. Like, give the man a break." So I think now he kind of like is a little more lenient. But before, but ask me, do I care though? I really didn't. I was trying to be nice because my husband was like, he's your uncle. He cares. He's always so diplomatic and, he's family. He just worried about you. I'm like, please, you don't even know him. Please. Don't even give him that kind of. I wasn't giving him no slack. I was like, "Well, whatever. So anyway,
Yes. So your husband, what tribe is he from? Did she say that already?
No,
he's
yeah.
he's Yoruba.
Is he Yoruba?
Yeah, Yoruba. Oh, that's how you say it. Ooh, now see, don't look when you meet him in
No,
person. Don't tell him I
look,
said that.
that's
Cause he be like, she messed up again.
Nigerians
He
would
messed
say
up. Okay,
Nigerians would say Yoruba, you know, but
let me tell
Americans
him
should say
that.
Yoruba, so I
Oh
was
my
trying to be
god.
on your speed.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah.
You must does he
So
know how to cook? Does he cook real good?
when I got there, I'm gonna tell you, Joyce, I was good. Girl, I was like I had just got, well, it was like about a year before that, or 2 years before that, I had got divorced. I was doing good, girl. I got my weight down. I was feeling, I'm feeling myself, right? I was like, people like, you lost weight. I was like, how I lost weight? I don't even know. Oh, I did, girl. Okay, thank you. Is that's what it do for you? Okay, fine. I'll take that too. I
Mm-hmm.
went down there. He was like trying to feed me every day. He was cooking. I was like, I can put the food in my mouth. Thank you. Don't do that. He was like, but he was cooking food. His food was good. He was trying to get me used to a lot of stuff.
Is his
Um,
food spicy? Because I know Yoruba like a lot of spice.
yeah, it was spicy. The I don't like okra, so I was not doing that. Whatever has okra in it, I just wasn't gonna do it. But everything else I ate. Um, it was good. It was good. The food was good. I think what did I have that was spicy? I think the jollof rice was okay, but I don't know if the pounded yam. I don't know what they gave me. Something. It was too spicy. I don't eat it, but for the most
Oh,
part, it was
okay.
good. Yeah, I have to say that. I mean, I came back at least 5 pounds, 5 to 7 pounds I had gained, and he was very happy. I don't even know what that was about. He was like smiling like he did something. I was like, "Why are you happy?" Okay, so yeah,
Okay,
so it
and
was
do you know how
good.
to cook any Nigerian food?
Yeah, this what I told you. I wrote you. I told you. I did the agusi. I think I know how to do that pretty good. This last one I made, it came out nice. I did it with the fish. It was nice. It was good. I think I want to learn how to master some. Let's see, she laughing. I gotta learn how to master some things.
Okay,
So I
one
would at
or
least start
two.
with
That's
that.
all you
Yeah. So that
need.
way when he come, when I go to see him or when he finally get here, I'll be able to cook him something. But I do like the food though. So I don't have no problem with it. Yeah.
And then, what challenges would you say that you guys face
Mm,
with him being in Nigeria and you being in America?
wow. I can really say on a serious note, I wouldn't recommend it to everybody because it's definitely not for the weak at heart. I mean, marrying somebody, he's there, you're there. That's really hard. Um, mm-mm. It's I don't the whole immigration process, I have a problem with it. It's just too slow and I don't it's it can either make the marriage or break it. I'm gonna be honest. The
Mm-hmm.
distance is hard. I don't think nobody should be separated from their spouse, their children, whoever. I
Mm-hmm.
just for us it's a lot, because a lot of times I want, we're married, but you can't be in the same place at the same time. Going to see him, I've been there 3 times since we've been married, and I think that's pretty good
Yeah, three
compared.
times in 2 years. That's
Um,
a
yeah, so
lot.
it's burning the pockets. You understand, so,
Hmm.
and I'm tired, all the traveling. But
Hmm.
after a couple of months, it's like, okay, I gotta go see my baby. It's like, no, I have to go. So now my vacations are, going to see him. I don't mind, but it's a lot. So, hmm, it's challenging to say the least. He does keep me on track with that because sometimes I'll be like, yo, sometimes you be thinking in your mind, what did I get myself into? What did I sign up for? What is this? But then you're like, no, you got to see the future, the light down at the end of the tunnel, and that's not easy. So
Yeah.
I be trying. I be going through it. I'm having a good day
Yeah.
today,
I,
but you see me
okay.
tomorrow, I'll be like,
It might be something different.
yeah, you'd be like, girl, she's having a moment. He was like, he want me to stay busy. He's like, keep yourself busy because I work, but and keep in touch with my kids, my grandkids and stuff. But it's a lot. I just wanted to. I can tell you this: by the end of next year, if it didn't get approved that he finally come here, then I might have to. I am considering maybe going there. I'm just gonna keep it real.
Like
We are working on
relocating
that.
to Nigeria.
Hmm. Yeah, we already have some land and stuff, so we trying to do.
Oh,
We
okay.
I might have to make a move
Yeah.
because I do believe in husband and wife being together,
Yeah.
not being separate. We got married to be together. Now if
Hmm.
we ain't gonna do that, then we got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So, and then Rena asks, is it a lot of money to bring somebody to the US?
Yeah, it's very costly.
Is
The
it more
first
the
part of
fees with the
it,
immigration?
yeah, the fees are expensive. I think that the I-130 form, that's like five. I think I paid 535 or
But I think it
540.
went up. I think
Yeah,
it
it
just
went up.
recently went up.
Yeah, that alone, that's one fee. Then the next fee, when it goes from the first stage, then it goes to the next stage where they have it's another fee you got to pay like after they approve your documents and stuff.
The
All of that
change
stuff
of
is money.
status. Is it the change
Yeah,
of status? Yeah.
it's like a lot. I didn't paid. You don't even want to know how much. It's this. The fees are ridiculous. Okay,
Yeah.
that's number one. And all of that, and you got to be waiting like 2 years, and you all this money you putting out. So yes, and if you're paying a lawyer to help you with the paperwork, then that's some more
Even
money.
more.
So yeah.
Hmm.
So no, it's not. Mm. I had no idea that part. That's the thing that you don't think about. Because I was thinking, okay, paying the fees is one thing, but you just wouldn't think it would take so long. On top of it's killing your pockets. Really? Like, no, they got to do better. They got to
Oh.
do better.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Someone said eating with Q. Do you know her? I think she's a YouTuber. She's going through the same thing.
Yes, eating
It's
with
definitely not
Q. I
easy
watch
at
her
Yeah.
all.
videos.
Yeah.
Hey, girl.
Yeah, I
I
see
love
her
her.
on that,
I
but I ain't
love
never
her.
watched her
She is
video.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch her videos a lot too. Hmm.
Yeah. And then Michelle said her boyfriend has been in the US for 7 years and still waiting on his citizenship.
Are he
So
in the U.S. though?
yeah.
Okay.
But I think that's different than when he in Nigeria, I would say.
Yeah.
Cause like
Yeah.
y'all there together. Like you can wait eternity, but we here together.
And,
Not like if you're in
I thought
Nigeria.
about that. It was my lawyer was like, I had met some lawyers when I first looked at him, and they was like, well, if
Oh,
if
wow.
he's here, let me know because then we can make it work if he's here. You know.
Hmm.
But I already have filed. You already filed for the marriage, the spousal one. So I wish I would have did it the other way around, but we're gonna
But
see.
the spousal one is like faster to go through.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
from what
fast.
I'm
Mm,
saying, when I that Nigerian group I was telling you about, they
yes.
like, oh, well, we did our application in October, and
Mm,
this what August, and my husband finna get ready and come. And I'm like, so I don't know if it's because different branches, the different ones, because one in Texas, I think one in like California or something like that. I think they
mm.
processing is just some are faster than others.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah.
I wanted to think about getting. I was like, can I transfer it somewhere else? It would be faster, but that's a whole lot of money and time that I might as well just stay put.
Mhm.
I'm gonna see what happens. I'm keeping my options open. I really
Mhm.
don't mind if I had to go to Nigeria. I am, like I said, looking to. I already have land, and I'm looking to just branch out and do some other things. The only thing about going to Nigeria, you just have to have something that you can make money with. You know,
Yeah.
you got to have some type of plan set up. It's not like you can go there and be like, "Oh, I'm applying for a job." No, this is not America. You're not going to do that there. You're going to have to make some your own job,
Mhm.
have some type of income coming in before you make that move. That's all. But mm,
And then what are some of the stereotypes that you heard about Nigerian men before? Wait, first,
well,
have you been with a Nigerian man before your husband? Have you ever dated one
no.
before? Okay. And then what are the
Mm-mm.
stereotypes that you heard?
Just that they scammers. That's the main thing. That was the
Mm-hmm.
the number one thing. I was like, well, listen, boo boo. I tell people all the time, I know scammers up the block. I know people right here that will scam you up the block. Know them well. I'll be like, they don't. Yeah, that's what you do. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not like Please stop putting that on. You can't put that on everybody. Okay, we got
Mm-hmm.
scammers in every group of people. If you want to be honest, it's just what it is. But that's one of the main things that you hear, and I'll be like, really? Like the person just couldn't just happen to like you just for yourself. Oh, you just trying to tell me I ain't got nothing going on besides my bank account? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I didn't like that. So, but it's like, I mean, I understand what they're saying, but to be honest, every group of people have some bad and good, so you just gonna have to, you taking a chance. You taking a chance whether you marry somebody here or you marry somebody wherever you marrying them from, you taking a chance, period. So I suggest
That's
you,
a positive outlook that
yeah,
you have.
you're gonna have to pray on it. Pray on that first. Did you pray on that first? Did
Yeah.
you? I know
Most
I
people
do.
don't.
I know. See, okay, all right.
Most
So
people
I'm
don't.
not, I'm not really trying to hear all of that. It's not, but that's the main thing I heard. And I'm like, wow. And it's kind of bad though, because I've met people, when I met people there, they were really lovely people. We had a lot of things in common, and it wasn't even like that. I got off the plane, I felt safe. I didn't even look back. They was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my
Did
God,
you
you're
have
going there to
security?
travel. Huh?
Did you have security when you were like going through Nigeria?
No.
No. Okay.
I got off the plane. I felt, I was like, okay, I'm here. Got through the flight. I was like, okay, that's what's up. All right. I'm just walking through, checking it out, taking it all in,
Mm-hmm.
and I was cool. I was at peace. I ain't have no problems. I never have no problems. Um, no, the only time I can say they got on my nerves coming back that because I always take Ethiopian Airlines, and I think one time they have the stop. You know how it's two, like a transfer stop. You gotta take another. I took the plane to like Lome, and then from there I had to go to that airport, and the people there were kind of aggressive with the asking you for money type of situations and going, this is
Mm-hmm.
customs now, going through your bags, and they're like, oh, trying to find something, and they was like, you're gonna have to pay. I was like, I'm not giving you nothing, I don't got nothing to give you. It was like they were literally going through my bags to try to like extort trying to get me to get them some money, and I thought that was like, that really got on my nerves that day. So I was like, okay, you know what, that's the only thing that got on my nerves, but otherwise it was fine. For the most part, it was fine. I didn't have no problems,
That's
you
good.
know. Yeah. And I don't mind giving them a little something. I know they're trying to hustle and do what they got to do. This not this, as long as you don't get ridiculous with it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's all.
And then 6 billion said that you definitely need to be an entrepreneur because no plenty for Niger unless you know rich, I guess, people. In addition,
Yeah,
if you don't look like you can offer something or
that's
look the
true.
part, then they're not trying to even look your way.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to have your own thing going on, and I have no problem with that. You know, so I have no problem with that. I think the only thing I can think sometimes it would be hard for American person going there would be like, um, you're used to being in America getting jobs all the time and going to apply for jobs.
Mm-hmm.
There, you're gonna have to learn how to make your own job, and that's an advantage they have over us because they already know how to
Mm-hmm.
make their own. They have no choice. You see, you
Mm-hmm.
come in there, you be like, well, what I'm gonna do? You better figure that out. What are you good at? What you know how to do? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because and I have to give them credit for that. So
100%. That's how I feel. Jesse, like he always say, "Oh, I never worked a job in Nigeria," and I'm like, "Well, this is America. You need a job." And then he like,
Yeah,
"I'm just
yeah.
not used to working for somebody else," and I'm like, "Oh,
Yes.
I ain't used to working
Uh,
for myself," you know.
exactly, exactly. You feel so out of the loop. You're like, what I'm gonna do when I go there? So everybody asks me, like, I know a lot of people they want to come back to Africa, and it's not just Nigeria, the continent of Africa. Period. People want to go to different parts, and they're like, well, what do I do? How I'm gonna set myself up? It's not that they don't
Hmm.
want to go; they just don't know what to do when they get there. So they're not used to that. So I'm like, you're gonna have to figure this out. Okay, you
But
got to figure that part out.
I feel like a lot of Americans they have an advantage when they go back home
Mm,
to Africa or Nigeria. I
mm-hmm,
mean, to work in terms of getting a job. Now, for instance, matter of fact, you can get like a high paying job over there. You know why?
mm-hmm,
One, you're not from around there.
mm-hmm,
You know.
mm-hmm.
Two, the Nigerians they have more respect or they appreciate someone with a different accent. You know,
Okay.
you have the American accent, so
Mm-hmm.
you're like an asset to the company.
Okay.
Like I worked with this fashion company in Nigeria,
Mm,
and I freelance for them, and the
okay.
creative director was an American.
Okay.
So she has this accent, always talking to people. She's always at the front line of everything, handling the creatives, and she's
Mhm.
able to win big contracts because
Mm,
she's American, when
right.
she's talking to clients, Nigerians, they'll be like,
Mhm.
oh, this company is able to hire an international person.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I feel like that's an advantage, but a lot of Americans don't know that.
Yeah, that's true. They definitely don't.
It's different for us when we come from Africa down here. Although they say
Mhm.
we're coming to steal their jobs, but what kind of
Let's
jobs are they talking
see.
about? But anyways,
It's the Mexicans that's coming
Ye-
to
ye-
steal the job.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Oh,
yeah,
nah.
but honestly, you guys have
Mm-mm.
a better advantage going to Nigeria or Africa too. You're gonna steal the jobs, honestly. All you have to do is speak to people. They'll be like, "Oh, okay. We need you to
Oh.
talk to all our clients."
That's probably when every time
And you'll be like, "Give me the money."
I talk to my in-law, you always say, "Oh, where you get that American accent from?" Right?
Hmm.
You got a question from that young lady, Loving Kim?
Yeah. So it's not a question. Well, it is a question. It's for you. She said, when I went to Nigeria, I missed the type of food I'm used to. If you move to Nigeria, do you think it will be hard to adjust to not eating what you normally used to eating?
Not at all. Mm-mm, not at all. I always think that Nigeria got a lot of stuff that America got. Like they got supermarkets there. You can figure it out. They have places where you can probably get, I guess, most of the food. For me, anyway, I don't think the food would be a big issue to be honest.
Hmm.
Nah, I done been to the markets. I done been to the supermarkets, so I think I can pretty much. I think I can manage. I think I can manage. I didn't have no problem eating when I was there. Believe me, I had no problem eating. And then I did make some of my own dishes too, because my husband requested it. So I was like, okay. But I did promise him I would. So yeah, once I get myself set up there, once the last time I went, I think I ran out of Airbnb, so that was nice because they had the kitchen and everything.
Hmm.
And he was like, "You want to cook?" I was like, "Yeah." Being lazy now. I ain't judging me with the cook
Hmm.
for the
They're
man, but
spoiled.
I was like, what? I was like, okay, 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 okay. So, we went out to the supermarket. I couldn't even front. He was like, we're going to the supermarket. We're gonna get what you need. What you say you need? So he was making sure we pick up everything. I was like, all right. So I had to cook. Yeah, so you will listen, you gonna find a way. Missing nah. They food, you'll be all right. You'll be if anything, everything is more fresh there. I like the fresh
Yeah,
vegetables. I like
that's
all the fresh meat, all
Hmm.
of that. I'm like, to tear me out the market,
American food
child.
is a lot of processed food, man.
I'm in the market like you got to tear me out. I'm like, "Ooh, I'm gonna go down there. What she got? Oh, let me get my husband's like, calm down. I'm like, I'll take the whole thing. I'll take all he be like, mm-mm. I'm like, okay, let him buy it because he'll get the better price. But yeah, it was
Hmm.
fine. Like I don't nah, nah.
Oh, that's
Mm-mm,
another thing I'd like to ask. When you guys go out together, maybe go to the market, for instance,
mm.
you said, wait, does he do the talking instead of you?
No,
You know,
yes, let me tell
because
you, He does the
Okay.
talking because he can haggle. He haggles them down. I'll be like, "Ooh," he'd be like, "Last price." When the last offer, last price.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I'm there with my sister-in-law, and even when I went out with her, and I was like, I like to get my little stuff. She was like, I don't even say nothing. I just go. She'd be like, "Tell me what you want." Now step to the side, and she just go at it. I'm watching them like pros. I'm like, that's what I'm
Hmm.
talking about. And my husband, he goes shopping all the time. He'd be like, "I got this." Like I don't say anything. I just sit there and let
That's
him. Mm,
why I ask is because I feel like if we let you talk, the accent alone will make them know,
oh
oh, this
yes,
person is not from
yes.
here. So they can inflate the price for you.
Hmm.
So I
Yep,
think, yeah, he actually did that to save him some money.
exactly.
And
Because I'm
then you
looking at
probably don't
him.
understand the market properly. So
Yeah,
get someone who
because
to
when
do
we
their thing,
first went shopping, I was asking him, "How much is this?" And he was telling me how much it was. Because we
Hmm.
went to the supermarket, and I was like, "Okay." I looked at it. I'm like, "Okay, so what is that in American money? Let me get my wallet." I'm looking at my Google. I'm like, "Oh, okay, okay, I can handle that. Whatever,
Exactly, 100%.
So I'm like, and then if something, I think I had learned the price of something over there, and I went back to the store to buy it. The price got higher. I was like, I'm not buying. I'm not paying for that. He looked at me like, oh my god, she know one price of something now. She thinks she know all the prices. I was like, no, that's too high. But yeah, it's cool though. I let my family do the talking when I go there. Well, see, I consider them my family now because we married, so they treat
Yeah.
me very well. So I let them do it. Anything I want, and I brought back so much stuff, because they go shopping with me, but they be like, just let me do the talking, and I don't say nothing. Mhm. Yeah.
That's cool.
And oh, you want to read that?
I think 6 billion was responding to,
Oh,
when we said you can go back home and as Americans you go back home and work. So he's saying true, you have already saved enough money to set up a business in Africa countries because you don't work plenty. With the Maya, so with the Maya's channel portrays a lot of black people who decide to live permanently in Africa, countries, and they live like queens and king. Yeah, it's pretty much saying Africans go back home to settle down, have a business, and they stay there permanently.
Yeah, and that's it.
In African countries, because they live like kings and queens,
mhm.
imagine retiring from America and using said money in African country and have said money until you die. Mm-hmm.
That's our plan.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to get my
Yeah.
retirement.
You earning.
Yes, and I was telling my husband that I was like, and a lot of people that I know that do agree with it, they ask me all the time. They're like, "Well, um, they look at it as they wanna, they really want to take their money and they looking at it like, well, let's go back to Africa and make that. Africa's already great, but they rather just take their money and invest in their own home. They feel like
Hmm.
Africa is their home, you know, and they want to go and invest. They know they're connected there some kind of way. They may not know exactly where they come from, but they know they're connected some kind of way through their ancestry. So they're like, you know what? Why not take that money and invest it? You can invest it better there because some things you're not going to be able to ever buy here. That's just the bottom line. But you can go to Africa and do it.
Hmm.
That's just the way it is.
So, you go ahead.
No.
Okay. So, what would you say the difference between dating an American and dating an African?
Mm. Ooh, child. Now, see, now you can start some trouble. Now, I don't want nobody to get offended. People be like, really though? Okay. Nah. But I guess the difference is the culture is different. Um, I can say my husband, he's just different. He's really, and I'm not saying American men are not, but he's just a really, I don't even know how to say that because I don't want to offend nobody because I want nobody to feel like, oh my gosh, you're saying that. I'm not saying American men are not like that. How could I say that about? I'm not saying about my own people, but I'm just saying African men. It's a big difference with the culture. Oh, hold on one second, babe. Hold on. I'm sorry. That was just my prayer clock going off. Sorry about that. Um, mm, mm,
Thinking about the word.
it's a lot. I don't know how to put the words as I don't want to offend nobody, but I can say it's different. He treats me well, very good. And I don't think that's because I'm American. He just treats me. I've seen him deal with many of people, and he just has a different take on how I can see his upbringing. He has a lot of respect. I think in
Mm-hmm.
his culture they respect you, and he's just a really decent person. He treats me totally different. I'm not saying American men do not, but he just treats me totally different. I can say that. So
Yeah.
that's all I can say.
Okay.
I would get into more, but I don't want to like make people to feel offended by it. But
Oh
he
yeah,
treats me
that's
good.
fine.
He treats me well. So they can take it how they want to take it. If they want to, ask a little more specific, maybe I might answer that. But I'm gonna say that for now. That way I don't want to offend nobody. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's-
Hmm.
Okay. And then I do see that you said you was a Christian. So did you become Muslim for your husband, or were you Muslim before you met him?
Oh yeah, I've been Muslim over 20 years, maybe 30 now. Yeah, I did that for myself.
Yeah.
Me being a Christian and being a Muslim, they have a lot of similar things together, so it was not hard for me
Mm-hmm.
to do become a Muslim. So I did that for myself, and I have no problems because I can respect anybody, and be coming back from a Christian background, I pretty much can relate to to them. Like they can, like hopefully they can relate to me, so I don't have no problems with that. I know the word
Mm-hmm.
very well. I grew up Baptist, and before I became a Muslim, I was Pentecostal, so I know the word very well. Thank you. Like I don't, so I can relate. So I can talk to people that are Christian, and we get along just fine. I'll be like, because we all agree on certain things across the board. It's
Mm-hmm.
just what it is. Like certain things you just don't do.
Mhm.
Period. We can all agree on that, no matter what kind of faith we are. We'd be like, oh, who did that? Like certain things, that certain things you just don't do.
Yeah.
We can agree on that and come together on that and respect that. And how could I say I'm being Muslim and not respect who you are? Just like hope you respect me. So that's it.
Mm-hmm. So, back to the difference between the African man and the
Oh,
American man. Michelle said African men are very family oriented.
yes, they
She
are.
also stated that they are willing to take care of their family in the U.S. and in Africa.
Yep, yep.
And 6 billion said she and cap lock, so she yelling at you. She said, "Please be I can't say the word.
Specific.
Okay.
Yeah, because she want to know why she don't have the same experiences and she want to have the same success as you.
Oh, okay. Um, I can truly say, well, my husband, we match each other. He let me be myself. And for the first time, I can say, being married to him, he just took me as I am. He likes me for me. I didn't have to feel like I'm loving you, but I love you, but you love me, but I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like some relationships, like you feel like you love the person, but they like, oh, you're all right. You be like, wow. But to you been, it's like, no, I don't got to do all of that. He
Mm-hmm.
just respected me for who I am, and we get along. We do, and he never asked me to change. He just loved me for who I am. We just kind of clicked. It was just really weird. Like, it was just weird. We just really clicked. So, and he, like I said, he treats me well. And she's right; they are very family orientated. He's always about that. He's a man, plain and simple. Like, no, he is the head of the home, and he just believes in, doing for his family. I like how he really gets along, treat especially the women in his family. Because if a man can't treat the women in his family politely or treat them fair, he's not going to treat you good. At least that's how I
Mm-hmm.
look at it. You
And
understand?
they
So
always say, and it be so true.
yeah, like
Not
if
the
he
one
has
thing.
if he has children, does he take care of the children? Does he get along with the ex-wife? She a ex-wife. Does he hate her?
Mm-hmm.
Like look at all of that. Like how's he dealing with them?
Especially,
He ain't.
especially, does he treat his mom well?
Yes,
Does he respect her? Do he talk down on her?
Yep, all of that makes a difference. And I've seen him this really he has a lot of respect for them. The women in his family. He has a lot of respect for everybody. Um, and that and I think with us both, being Muslim and does he walk the walk? Yes, he does. So I can work with that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have no conflict. We get along for them. I mean, that's all I can say. We really get along. So I mean, he get on my nerves sometimes. We can get on each other. I told you that, the other day hubby was mad at me. I was like, okay. But For the most part, we get along, and he's a loving person. If anything, I think it's me sometimes because I can be like, I done been through some stuff, so I'll be like, "Excuse me," and I had to learn how to. Okay, this is one thing I could say with culture, the difference. I had to learn like I can, like I would, how could I say, come at him kind of like rough, and he'd be like, "Are you well? Like, calm down." He'd give me that look like, mm-mm. I'll be like, "Oh, okay, let me get that together. Okay, let me respect this man. He's a man. Let me respect him." So, I had to learn how to. He be let me know when I'm wrong about something, so I can respect that. But he's loving and kind, but yet stern at the same time. But we get along well, so that's all I can say.
Yeah.
I don't know if she wanted me to ask a little bit more about that, but
I mean, I think that was good.
Yeah.
okay.
So basically, you're saying just find somebody you can get along with, and who will accept you for you, and y'all love each other equally, or even just like each other equally.
And you have to
Yeah.
have the same things in common. Okay, you have to be evenly yoked. You have to be evenly yoked. I cannot say that anymore. Whether you evenly yoked, whatever you're doing, whether you're out there in the dunya, worldly things, or you know, s- got some type of religious foundation, but whatever you're doing, y'all got to be evenly yoked, some kind of way.
Hmm.
You got to have them things in common. Okay, we
Yeah.
want the same things in common. We came in the door knowing what we want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, we both want to.
And that makes a
You
big
want to be married.
difference.
I want to be married. Period. We ain't. I want to be there. You want to be. No, no, no. Wait, 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 wait. We both want to be married. We came in here like that. So maybe you should start there. And then I would always say, put God first. Try that. You're out there doing. Lord knows you're doing whatever with all these other relationships, and that didn't work out. So maybe, but can you try to do it right one time? Maybe just give it one
Hmm.
shot. It might just work out. My goodness. Come on. No, we ain't getting no younger. So let's just work that out. Why you laughing, Miss Julie? Why
I
you
like you.
laughing? Yep, I like you too. I said
You
if I
let
lived
it
out
be
there where you was at,
known.
I'll be right over there with you. I'll be like, Joyce, you coming downstairs so we can go hang out. We would have so much. But maybe Mr. I don't know. Gotta ask Jesse, see how he feel about it. He'd be like, I don't know about all that. I'm pulling up stuff.
Jesse
Nah,
did his own thing. Jesse
All
he be
right,
did.
doing it.
fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
We could take you and you and the baby and go out.
What baby? The baby can stay with
I
daddy.
like him. He is so y'all doing you're doing such a good job, both of y'all with him.
Thank
He's
you.
he's so beautiful. Oh my, he's so big. Mm. But let me
He
not
is.
give my husband no ideas. He be like, see, this is what
So you don't want any more children?
Mm.
I ain't got no choice. But listen, he'll be so happy. He is just waiting for that. And I'm like, then you got the family chiming in. I'm like, oh my gosh, now they putting pressure now. I'm like, I said, okay, I'll be working on that. Don't worry. I come back, we work on they serious about that. Like, when are you gonna do that? So I'm like,
Okay, when you
well,
coming
okay.
back?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. They're waiting for that.
You want to read 6 billion
Hmm.
comment?
Okay.
Okay. So 6 billion commented. Um, first, Michelle said African men know what they want. My boyfriend hounded me for months before we went on a date.
Oh,
So that's good, Michelle. And then 6 billion said recently this how you say it? Rastafarian
Rastafarian.
guy
Rastafarian.
said he wanted to get to know me, but told me that he has 5 children with
oh,
4 women, and I
okay.
was thinking, now wow. It told me that he has not been in a relationship with his children, and I was like, how do you expect me to take you seriously when my culture sees children as a gift?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, one of the yes,
Children are a gift. Your husband is a gift to you. You are a gift to your husband, and your children are gifts to both of y'all.
the both of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Bridget, sis.
So speaking of 4 women and 5 children,
Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Mhm.
as a Muslim, do you believe in what they call it? Polyamory.
Poly,
Amicary.
polygamy.
Polygamy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a part of the being part of the deen, rather part of the religion. So yeah, polygamy. That's what it is. When I became a Muslim, I accept all of that. So yep, that's a part of that. So yeah, I do accept that.
Are you currently in a poly relationship?
Polygamous relationship? Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
And then
Yep.
what challenges do you face with that? Or you know how they say like
You
a one.
know,
Okay.
I have to be honest, none. Because one thing I can say about Africa, meaning that when I got there, well, I already knew ahead of time that I had a young Muslim brother I knew, and he said, his teachers came from Senegal. And he said the way they dealt with polygamy is totally different than how people in the US deal with it because people in the US are not really used to that. Number one. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be kind of hard to get an American woman to deal with polygamy. She'd rather not. Okay, and if she does agree to it, it's gonna be some fitna and problems anyway. Africa
Mm-hmm.
is more like I'm not saying they're not gonna have issues, but it was more like everybody know their place here. So if they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
do it, it's gonna be out and everybody know. You already know. So most of them grew up in a polygamous family, so it's gonna be totally different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you act like you got some sense. I can't deal with nobody. I can deal with polygamy, but I can't deal with polygamy if the man is not controlling the situation properly. I'm not gonna deal with a whole bunch of fitna. When I
Mm-hmm.
say fitna, a whole bunch of wahala. Just put it that way. You know what that means. I'm not gonna deal with that, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I can't respect him unless he got that. That got to be right. Everybody comes in knowing who they are, so that's that. I don't have no problem with that at all. Me and my co-wife get along very well, and the family, I just don't have no problem with that. And her kids are like my children, so I don't no problems at all.
Oh, that's
Mm-mm.
good then. That's
Yep.
good that you were able to actually meet somebody online who, you do have a co-wife and then all y'all get along. Like you
Hmm.
said, in America, that would no, that would be like no.
No, we get along just fine. She came to the wedding and everything. We talk all the time, and if anything, it's more like a help, less of and more less a hindrance. You know,
Mm-hmm.
she's like, girl, I'm so glad because I'm not having no more. When you have another baby, okay, because I'm not doing that. You want to take a break? Want me to take over? I'm like, well, I don't know about all that, but okay. But we get along fine though. So it's what you make it. I accept it because I know that it's not for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But um, it could be. I guess it can be challenging if the person's not fair. A man can be. He can't be. He may not be able to be fair with his heart, but he does have to be fair with his time and his
Mm-hmm.
money. Okay, so you will have to take care of the family properly. And if he can't do that, he not up for it, then he might as well step to the side.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's good. And then have you familiarized yourself with the Yoruba culture, like doing things there that you don't do here? Like I don't know if you had to do that when you went, but like kneeling down to the older people to greet them.
First, it was weird for me when people would come and meet me and they would do that, and I was like, and I thought it was so respectful. I was like, oh my gosh, they gave me so much respect. But then doing it didn't. Well, after I seen that, I said, oh, that's how that goes. Okay, let me get myself together, baddie and
Mm-hmm.
all. Let's get that nail together.
Like let me hold on to something
And
so I can.
don't fall down. But I always get that respect. I will want to give it because they give it to me. I definitely want to give it. So yeah, I had no problem with it. Yeah, it's cool. I like it though. Very respectful. That's one thing I can say. I love about when I went to Nigeria because the people and the young people, they have they respect. That respect they born with. They raise them on that. You gotta have respect. And I love that out the gate, teaching them how to have respect. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I would love
That's
that.
that was something I had to adjust to coming to America though. Because you see, in Nigeria, all these kids they call me either Uncle Jesse, but mostly
Mhm,
Uncle Jesse, even though
mhm,
I'm not their uncle, like their mama's brother. They call me
mhm.
Uncle Jesse, Uncle Jesse, Uncle Jesse. But then I got here to America, and one 6 year old, a family friend here, I mean a family here, 6 year old called me Jesse. And that just sits
Mm.
right with me.
Ain't
At
that
first,
something?
in the beginning,
It's
I'm
no
like,
damn, it's no respect. See, right out the door. Yeah.
yeah, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Like, I told her, you
Mm-hmm.
say Uncle Jesse. She said, you're not my uncle. I'm like, wait a minute, that's true though. I said,
Wow.
okay, say brother Jesse.
Wow.
You're not my brother either. So, man, what do I tell her to say then?
Mm.
It
Yeah.
was weird, but man, that's the culture. Yeah, I had to just adjust.
I told my
So now
family
I
there.
see a kid call me Jesse.
Hmm.
I'll be like, okay, you just got to take it,
Wow.
Jesse. But
Dang.
yeah. respect is a big thing over there, but here,
It is. It
you
is.
know,
That's why I
you
was
only
telling my
see like
family there.
some kids who
Mm,
are raised properly here, would
mm,
use "sir" at the end, at the end of their
okay. Yes.
statements
Okay.
or their question or whatever, or
Mm-hmm.
their remarks or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, that's understandable, but
Yeah.
you barely hear uncle, auntie, and except you are really their titi.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah.
That's true. That is true. I told my family back home, I said, listen, you want to come to, no, don't be in no rush for that. At least let the kids grow up there and learn that respect right off the gate, like they've been doing. Because they come here and you raise them here, I don't know how they're gonna turn out. They're gonna be disrespectful. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know about no respect.
Yeah.
We know it's true. So don't be looking at me. Don't look at me like that. I ain't saying nothing that ain't true.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So
And then 6 billion wanted to know what was the dating app, or would you recommend any dating app for meeting someone? Because she's
yeah,
currently
it's
looking.
called Muzz. That's the name of the app.
I'll put it in
Oh.
Yeah, got him doing work tonight, girl.
there.
Got him doing work. He's like, okay now. Look at Miss Joyce. I can't get
They
over talking
wanted
to
to
Miss
know.
Joyce. Oh my gosh.
They want to
I
find
miss
them a
Yeah.
good
you.
man too.
Hmm. I love your
So
hair
the
too,
it's
Miss
it's
Joyce.
the app is
Mm.
international, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think they have like you can do like I think it's free at first, but then you can pay a little fee, like I think it's like $19 a month. And that one is you can get more like uh I guess more responses. You can cater it to one country or you can cater it to international, whatever you want to do.
Mm.
Hmm. It's decent because I like it because if you don't like the people you're talking to, you can just stop and they won't.
Bother
Um,
you.
yeah, yeah, and you can choose what you want to show, like what you want them to know, or pictures or whatever. So it's fine.
Mm.
Hmm. Yeah. Just make it. Tell her when they use the app. Just make it right. Oh, thank you for doing that. Just make your intentions clear. I can
Mm.
just stop wasting a lot of time. Say exactly what you're looking for and mean it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll work. Yep.
So you're just gonna attract those that are there for what you're
Right. That's
looking
thinking the
for.
same way you thinking. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so but I met you meet some nice people on there. I met some crazy people. I'm like, nah, I'm like, no, that's all right.
There's
Mm-mm.
any app and anywhere. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta shuffle through the crazies. Then you find,
Yeah.
then you be like, oh, okay, this
Sometimes
not
you'll
as
meet
bad
some
as I
nice.
thought.
Yeah, it's not bad. I was going to give up. My therapist was like, because I was against the idea at first, and then people that are old, they're like, oh my gosh, we don't do that kind of stuff. That ain't, they like, mm-mm. And I'm like, well, this is a different, time we live in now. So at first I was going to give up, but my therapist was like, no, you should just go ahead. Just change up your title, change up, say what you really mean, rearrange it, go back. I said,
Mm.
okay, okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm glad
So
I
would
did.
would you say that after you switched up whatever you had at first, it was a better outcome?
I think so. I think
Like
so.
people, more better people that you thought you were more aligned with start coming.
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah, they did. Yeah. Hmm.
So another question. Although I know you married and all that, but while you were looking, did people try to talk to you because you're an American, because you're in America?
No, it wasn't like that. It was. I had people from all over talk to me. I have people that's in America talk to me.
Hmm.
Um, I think I had one person talk to me that was from Egypt. Um, but he was young. He was younger than me, and I was like, no, I'm not for you. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
No.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't. It was weird though because my husband he reached out to me, but I can't really say a lot of besides the guy from Egypt and then my husband, that was it. So I can't really say a lot of Nigerians reached out. They didn't, you know what I mean? Well, at least my husband just maybe he got there first. He was and to shut that down, and it was more like he was like, "So now that we talking, we can get off the app now." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Do I have permission to get off the app?" I was like, "Yeah, you can get off the app." He was like, "Oh, that's exclusive. That's it." I was like, "Oh, no more app, huh?" He was. Nope. Okay, so that's how that went. But maybe if I'd have stayed on there longer, who knows, you know? So I don't know.
Oh, cool. Any more questions?
Mm-mm. I'm all out. You got any?
Um,
Okay, so Loving Kim had a question.
Yes.
She says there an age gap between you and your husband.
No. Only 7 years.
wait, 7 years. What's the 7 years difference? Oh, that's
Anyway,
5 years.
Joyce. Look like this. Anyway, Joyce. Stupid, right? Okay. No, it's see, Jesse, it was all right. All right, what is it? Okay. It'll be okay. I'm seven
Oh,
years
I was
older.
gonna say you don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I was just playing. Yeah.
And then Kim said her and her husband are 4 years apart.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
me and Jesse are 20 years apart.
Eh?
She
No,
said,
Yes, I am an ancestor.
this is my sugar
no.
daddy.
I'm a forefather.
I want to make sure that I get all the money when it's time to
Yeah.
get the money.
I'm not your
Mm-mm,
sugar daddy.
You are my sugar
You are my
daddy.
sugar baby. You give me the
mm,
sugar.
mm-mm. He keeps singing like that. He gonna make them hit songs. It's gonna be over with. I'm like,
That's
uh-oh.
all we waiting on.
I know that's
It only
right.
take
I know that's
one.
right. Remember the little people that don't leave us behind. All right, that's remember, please, because I want to know. Say, I know Jesse.
So I know him.
Exact. I'll be the first one up there. Oh my gosh, you cannot tell me. And music, I love. Well, I always like all kind of music anyway. But now it's like, oh my gosh, I was just like, look at you, just listen to all type of music, don't you? So you can't tell me nothing. He'd be like, mm. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
So you want to know what 6 billion said?
Yeah. And then 6 billion said, I feel that I might have issues because I act like a typical Nigerian and my ideas are more liberal than most Nigerians. Once
Mm.
they find out I'm Nigerian, issues come in because I have a lot to work on.
What? Wow.
Mm.
Hmm.
Um, Everybody quiet.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
right? We got
trying
to
to
think about that, right?
trying
Like,
to
what is
process that.
what? Um.
But why
Hmm.
would issues come in
Yeah. I don't know.
because you're Nigerian?
Maybe because she's
Does that
more literal than most. Like so, she's
Hmm.
not the so most the Nigerian women that I know, they more
Hmm.
like kind of timid, But
mm.
maybe
Hmm.
she like no, she more Americanized than you know.
Oh,
Does she live over here in America or in Nigeria?
She
she
lived here. I think
Oh,
she
yes,
said New
okay.
New
Jersey.
Jersey.
Okay. Oh, I used to live in New Jersey. Okay. All right. So what's wrong? Well, like, I don't know. What is?
Her mouth probably.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that could be a problem. I
That's
definitely
a
I
big
had to
one.
tone mine down because my husband was not having it. Because like we would get he'd do something. I'd be like, what? Like, oh, us. I come right at him like, whoa. And he's like, wait. He's not gonna tolerate that. So I had to bring that down. Like, okay, I mean, I have to just check it because I understand that it's rub him the wrong way. It's not cool. And plus it ain't cool, period. Whether he was Nigerian or not. I just have to respect him. He is the man. So give him
Hmm.
that respect. And I have no problem respecting him as a man, but I know that he probably was not used to me being aggressive like that with my mouth. So I was like, wow, okay. So I just learned to talk and be more kinder with it. Every once in a while though. Now if we get into it, if I think he's being unfair, I'm gonna just let him have it. Then I'll be like, I'm
Hmm.
sorry, I'm gonna have to work that out. But I have to be myself. So it's a little different, but you know, mm,
Yeah, Tika Take said Jomagani channel can start matchmaking too. Mm. Like
I
Kendrick.
don't think so.
Yeah.
oh, you're gonna do matchmaking with people? Okay. Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. And Michelle said, my boyfriend and I are 9 years apart. Wow.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad though. I've seen people been married like there's like 17 years apart, even 20. I mean, it all depends, you know. Ah,
Okay,
just gotta
so
keep.
you got like 9 o'clock.
So Michelle said 6 billion. Maybe you should take a step back and focus on you for a while, so you won't be running into crazies. And then
Mm,
6 billion said it's not just my mouth. I think outside the box a lot, and because there are ideas that they are used to, it makes things weird.
mm,
She might have to elaborate because I'm not getting what she.
yeah.
The ideals.
Mm.
I meant not used.
You know, with my
Some of
co-wife, when me and
the
her sit down and talk, we can talk about things that I find like we have a lot of things in common. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and even though she in Nigeria, but she'd be thinking, her mom be thinking like how American women would think. You know, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So almost like she'd be like, please. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, she is like, I'm nice compared to. I'd be like, oh, girl, okay, yeah.
But
She be,
honestly, I want to say I respect your relationship and your husband, of course, for not hiding his other wife from you. You see how you
no,
guys, you all have a mutual understanding and everything is going fine, right?
yeah.
Like unlike some men that would keep that away from.
I wouldn't even get into it. I wouldn't even allow it. Everybody got to know what's going on from day one.
Yeah.
We're not gonna hide this. I'm too old to play that game. Now, mind you, how could I say it? Polygamy works for me because even when I wasn't Muslim, I really didn't care about the next chick. That's just me. So I'm not saying it's right, but I just didn't care about the next chick. I'm like, okay, we vibing. So I really didn't care about that. So it didn't really bother me. You know what I mean? Now, if I'm gonna be married and be dealing with polygamy, then we're gonna handle it the right way. But I would never agree to go into it knowing that the other person didn't know. Really? I'm
Mm-hmm.
not wasting my time, especially we doing marriage too. Like we're not gonna do that. They gotta know. They gotta agree on that. And if the person you with really don't ain't feeling that, you should like let that go. I
Mm-hmm.
don't even want to get into it knowing that she has a problem with it because it's gonna cause a problem. I don't care what you say, how you do it. It's gonna be a problem, and I'm not there for that. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
not. It's like a waste of time, you know. But meaning that she knew she was fine with it. She was definitely co-signing that. I met her even before we got married.
Yeah.
Okay, so she knew, and like I said, she came. The family was there, no problem, and we don't have a problem because she co-signed that. Like you know,
Oh,
like how you were saying, how you sit back and say, well, what kind of wife we gonna find? You know, like the husband when they get a wife, he talks to the other wife about it. She like, well, let me meet her. Let me see what
Mm-hmm.
this is about. Can I deal with that? Is she gonna fit into our family? Is she coming? You know, how's she coming? You know, what is her intentions too? You know, so all of that had to play into it, and we had to
yeah.
all of that had to be discussed way before we even thought about all of that. That got to be talked about in the beginning. So,
Yeah. I do have a
hmm
question though. Like it just flashed my mind right now. And I mean it's okay not to answer if you're not comfortable with it. So I was thinking, with him being married, I mean already,
hmm
um now that you filed in the documents, of course, you probably say he's married already, and I don't think in America polygamy is a thing legally, right?
no, we're not gonna do that. See, that's what we're gonna. You're just gonna say you married. That's me. That's we not. We
No,
can't
that's it.
mention that
Oh,
other. Say, yeah, you. I'm just
no,
saying.
okay.
I ain't
Okay,
trying to
I
say
got
nobody, but I mean, everybody, come on, let's think now. They're not going to accept
yeah,
that,
okay.
so don't put all that down. You be like, huh, who? No,
Okay,
I just
got
have
it.
this one here. And
Because
like
it ain't like they
something.
go go and check anyway.
Yeah, because yeah.
And if you, to me, you just put down, you just got married to this person, this, the person that's sponsoring you or whatever. I wouldn't put the other one because they're not going to respect it, even though they allow it there and there's no problem in Nigeria. But you're trying to do this
Mm.
part, you just can't do that.
Yeah, because
You
I
know.
have a friend here, right?
Mm.
But the problem with this, my friend, was he wasn't being honest. I think that's what
Mm.
messed him up, right? So he is married legally to someone here in America, right?
Oh no,
And
yeah, you can't
then
do that. Mm-mm.
yeah, and then he has someone else in Nigeria who he wasn't married to, but that
Mm.
person somehow. managed to come here to America, right? So
Oh
he
Lord.
he had the woman, he had the lady marry. In short, how she got here, look, she had to marry her brother in Nigeria,
Huh?
so they could come here as a couple.
Oh
You see
child.
what people do for for papers is
Oh,
crazy, but
give me something to
they,
drink. See,
yeah,
that's the kind of stuff that see. That's I
but
can't do
when
it.
see, look, they got married in Nigeria as a couple,
Oh,
brother and sister, right?
oh,
And
how your wife sitting there listening to without
they came
breaking out.
together as a couple, right? And then when they got here, they got a divorce or whatever. I mean,
Mm.
but anyways, now
That child.
she then married. Okay, so remember, her husband is here married to someone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now she's here with her brother. Now the husband
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, he got her a guy to marry her for papers, so she can get her papers, and then they can.
Oh
It's
Lord,
just a
have
whole mess.
mercy,
But the
child.
point is,
Yes, very messy.
the guy messed up the paper process for her.
Mm-mm.
His wife eventually found out about the whole thing,
Mm-mm.
and so now he had to open up.
Put a
So
stop on that. See.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if he divorced the wife to, if he divorced the wife to marry her, because now you're in America, you know. Like it's a whole mess.
Yeah, you can't do
I
that.
need to call him and get updates, but it's
You
a
can't
whole
do that.
mess. I'm like, bro, how are you coping, man? Like, I feel like if he's been open and honest in the beginning, and they're Muslims, you know, so
Yeah.
his
Well, you know
religion
what?
permits it, you know.
Getting
Like, look,
okay.
you know, I'm a
So,
photographer, right? So
mm,
it would get me
mm.
to take family pictures for one wife at a different apartment or different place, and
No.
it would tell me not to
Oh
post
Lord,
the pictures,
child.
you know, because the other wife might see it. And then I'll take pictures for the other wife too and the kids and their different apartments, and it kind of let me into his
Oh
whole setup,
Lord.
but I can't put
No.
the pictures out there because it's
I
just a
got pictures.
mess.
I got pictures of me and my co-wife together. Pictures with us together. That you be like, we
Mhm.
all in the family together. You be like, well, which wife is? Oh, yeah, oh, that, it's, and then people would say, is that all your kids? You got other kids too, girl? I did. I'll be like, stop playing, But no, it's not like like being a Muslim, you can get married Islamically. If he knew he was going to do that, he shouldn't marry nobody legally. Marry everybody Islamically.
Mm.
Don't marry by the law of the land, knowing that you can only do that one time. That makes no
Yeah.
sense. Like,
Yeah,
come
but the
on.
problem is trying to get her papers here. So I think he had to divorce the wife here.
Well, then divorce him.
He
Then
had
you
to
got.
open up to her, of course, divorce her to
Mm,
marry the other one. You
I know
know.
when we went to get married, I'm like, I definitely showed my papers that I was divorced. I was like, okay, I was married before, but I'm divorced. Like, here, I paid for that legal divorce. Like, no, you can't play those type of games.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's gonna come out and it ain't gonna look good. Mm, yeah,
Hmm.
I don't know.
But
What can I
yeah.
tell
Mm.
you? Take set a set of pictures.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And another. Oh,
Um,
let me not laugh. Another set of pictures. No, child, it's too
mm-mm.
much. Mm-mm.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
things people do, man. It's ridiculous. You
Mm.
hear some stories and you'll be like, what? You know, but man, welcome to America.
I'm not doing none of that. No, no, we are not gonna go back
Okay.
and forth with that one. That's just too much. Just ooh. And then you're spending money too, and then
Yep.
you don't want to do it certain things, and then it's like a waste of money. You know what I mean? So you don't
Mm-hmm.
want that. Uh, mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. I have my pictures here.
Okay.
I was like, I was gonna show you some pictures of it, but I can't show it through the thing. I don't think y'all can see it though. Mm.
Ooh.
Did you go to my page? You see my pictures, right? You went to my
Mm-hmm.
page. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I don't think I post too many pictures there though, but okay.
I think it's
Well,
like one or two.
yeah, that'd be nice though. Like if he comes here, then we can I really would like to come and visit y'all. So that way, especially with you doing professional pictures, maybe we can do like take some you can do like a photo shoot or something for us. That would be nice.
Yeah, that would be
Don't
nice.
worry, we're
Absolutely.
gonna pay you American dollar. Don't worry.
Please, American
We gotta look,
dollar.
we gotta play with Naira. Like stop playing. You better give me my money right.
You can pay in
Yeah, you know
naira
me.
though. I'll take it, but you
Okay, I
just
know you
pay.
got that account. You still got your account in the
Yeah,
naira, right?
you're just
All
gonna
right.
pay. You're just gonna pay the equivalent in dollars.
Okay.
Millions of nairas.
That's right. That's
Millions.
right. Mm-hmm.
The kind of million that can buy the whole country. Yeah,
Mm.
the
Okay.
whole Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel that country should be on offer. But anyway,
So,
so oh, go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
I was gonna ask if anyone has any question or
Oh
about
yeah.
it.
Yeah, now it's time for questions. No more questions, 6 billion. No more questions, Michelle. No more questions, Kim.
But
Kim
one thing I can
Kardashian.
say, I like to say to everybody,
Oh,
you
that's
have
not
to be if
advice.
you're looking for somebody to really settle down with, you have to be open. Don't let because they come from somewhere else stop you. Just be open to things that you normally wouldn't be open to. Okay, and pray on it and give it a chance. Don't just shut the door and think because they maybe they come from here, they may talk a different language or they may look different. You have to be open because you don't know where that blessing is. You a lot of times you pray and you ask for certain things, but then you might be scared to take that chance. You can't be scared of that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you definitely need to just don't let other people's thinking guide you on what they think you should do.
Mm-hmm.
Once you pray on it and you ask God for this is what you asking for, you believe Him for that, then that's it. And believe me, it's not up to everybody to understand your journey. It ain't up to them. Whatever you ask for, that's between you and your Lord. How He give it to you, it ain't for them to understand. Who really cares about that at the end of the day? So keep that in
Mm-hmm.
mind. That's all I can say. If you have a closed mind and think, "Oh, I can't do that," or because they come from there, or limit yourself. Okay, well then, you just be limited. That's all I can say. I'm very happy that I didn't. That was never my intentions anyway. So it just happened that he just happened to come from there. But I'm so glad I didn't shut the door and be like running the other way. I'm glad I did not. It's the best choice I ever made. And that's it. I'm very very happy. So I wouldn't have no other way. That's it.
I
Good
mean, that's
advice.
that's that's good. Thank you for the advice. Thank you for your time. Freddie Marcos said Islamic and traditional marriages are considered legal by the embassy in Lagos.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that too. When we did the when you do the wedding and then they had like music and everything. I was like, did the people have little drums or something at the with the registry?
Is that
Y-
oh the registry? Okay. Did you guys
y-
have a traditional marriage? That's Nikai. You call it Nikai, right?
Yeah, we did that. That was
Okay.
nice. Yeah, that was nice. They was like they was talk everything was in their language and then they was like, "Oh, you know what? Let me just break this down because she is here and we want the American
Oh,
people to understand what we trying to say too." So that
yeah.
was fine. Yeah, so it was really nice. Mhm.
So you had
I-
all the what do they call that? You had all those drawings on your hands, Hannah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, that was nice. I think I have a picture with that. Yeah, it was nice. He made sure that I was like, "Oh, okay." It was nice though, and I liked it because I haven't had henna in years. So him insisting on that, I was like, "Okay, I'm all right with that. Let's just go all the way with it." Child, I showed out, child. I
Well,
showed. You can only
that's
imagine.
cool.
I had fun though. I had fun. I love my family, and that's it. I told my husband if something happened to me, just please just let me be buried there. I don't want to come back here. That's how I feel about it. I love Nigeria,
Mm-hmm.
so I have no problem with that.
Well, that's cool.
Mhm.
Well, we're with you on this journey, man. We hope it gets here really
Yeah,
soon.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I want to keep in touch with y'all. I really do. I talk about you all the time. I told y'all I had to go home because I found your song the whole song because I just see the clip of it in the video and I said I really like this song. So when I found the whole one on the YouTube, I went back home to visit him and then I played it and I said, well, what is he saying in the song? Because yours it's in your language. I couldn't he was like, okay, let me. Then he had to break it down for me. I was like, oh, okay, this is a nice one. Okay, I get it
Which
now.
which of the song is that? Which song is
You
that?
know the one that y'all play on the theme song when y'all first come on.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And Miss Joyce kill me when she be dancing in the front. I love that. I was like, oh my god, she look like she really enjoying it. Like you made the song for her. I'm like, look at her, look at you. I just love it. The whole
Yeah.
energy on that was like the best. I always keep that in the beginning of videos. I'm telling you, that's what made me start watching. I was like, oh, hold on. I'm like, okay, okay.
Thank you.
hmm
Thank you. Thank you.
I brag about you all the time. So hopefully when he
Mhm.
comes, I can get a chance to come and like a road trip. I was saying maybe I can do like a weekend or something, and we can go. We rent out the hotel for the weekend, but we can come and visit y'all. Maybe go out to dinner or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
You
would be
know, a
nice.
soft opener, like especially when he get here, he ain't gonna really know too many. Well, he got some family here, but they kind of spread out.
Oh yeah.
So him taking a trip somewhere, he probably be all in for that. So he can work something out
Can
if y'all
do
don't
That would
mind.
be nice. Yeah. We can do that. We can do that.
Mm.
so. Thank you so much for having us. It was
Oh
really
yes,
good talking to
thank
you.
you. I was nervous about coming on here. I'm like, oh my gosh, because it's people watching it, and I don't know what they're gonna say. Because thank you everybody for not being judgmental. I was
Yeah,
trying.
they did
Thank you.
good
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah, y'all did
No
good because
crazies.
I didn't want to have to come out my bag or nothing like that. Because I try to keep it classy, but I can definitely get with you if I had to. But I'm just glad everything worked out. I enjoyed it.
So thank you, and don't forget to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that little bell notification button
Fine.
so that you can be notified whenever we post.
Post.
And everybody have a good night.
Good night. Thank you,
Bye,
Rahima.
everybody. Yep, keep in touch. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.